Amelia is gregarious. It denotes someone enjoying the company of other people. Social. Amelia is enjoying the company of Frank.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm pretty good. How about you?
Oh, good. Hey, say, how about we go bowling this weekend?
Sure. Last time I had a lot of fun with bowling.
I also heard you had a pretty big party last night.
Yeah, there were a ton of people. Too bad you couldn't come.
Man, you are pretty gregarious.
That's a pretty big word. What does that mean?
Oh, I went to summer camp. This means someone who enjoys the attention of others.
That's crazy.
I know, right?
Hi, my name is Zikra.
And my name is Safa. For this STEM section, we'll be doing the flame test. We're here in the chemistry lab and we'll be experimenting with different color flames. Let's see some mystery colors. In this case, we'll be using copper and potassium. First, light the Bunsen burner. Then, one end of the wire loop into the chemical solution, starting with copper. Hold it briefly in the burner flame. To clean the wire loop, dip it in hydrochloric acid. Now, we'll repeat the same procedure for potassium. Copper gets its color when the metal is burned. If an atom's electrons lose energy, they drop down to a lower energy level, and the lost energy could be released as light. Potassium is colorless, but when it's heated, it produces violet flames due to excitation of the electrons to the higher energy orbitals.
Hello P-Tech, my name is Aaron Charles reporting from PTN Studios, and welcome to our What Does IBM Stand For? Wrong Answers Only. Today we have
Vladimir Flores.
Misty.
Mark.
My name's Frank.
Maddox. Or Max.
John Bofa.
Mr. S.
Aurora. Ava Levitt.
Alright Vladimir, so what does IBM stand for?
Irrational Bean Maker.
Important Validas.
IB Mad.
IBM stands for Italian by marriage.
I think IBM stands for Intellectual Bumblebee Maintenance.
Alright John, what does IBM stand for?
International. Brainiac. Marinators. Obviously, it's irritable bowel movements.
Insightful business managers.
Stand for?
Ivy Munchie.
Thank you, Aaron. Now, what is IBM? Well, let's go through a simple overview. Hi, my name is Gian Garrido, and I am a junior here attending P-Tech Norwalk. IBM stands for International Business Machines. It is a global technology company that provides hardware, software, cloud-based services, and cognitive computing. They work on various technological infrastructures such as Watson, blockchain, quantum computing, and much more. A major aspect we should learn to appreciate about IBM is they are one of the leading corporations that support P-Tech schools across the globe. The main goal of establishing P-Tech schools is to provide high school students from underprivileged backgrounds with the opportunity to indulge in academic, technical, and professional skills and credentials to better prepare them for mainly STEM-based careers or whichever career path they wish to pursue in the future. Our liaison, Ms. Moore, helps us keep in close contact with IBM, reassuring us with our needs and providing us with opportunities such as the IBM internship program. This has been a brief overview of what IBM is and how we are partnered with their corporation. Hopefully this segment clears up a little bit of confusion surrounding P-Tech and IBM. Thank you for your time.
Hi everyone, I'm Ava Levitt and I'm here with Erica De Palma. And to start us off, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. So I am a mom of 2 kids. My oldest daughter is 10. My younger daughter is 8. I live in Norwalk. I grew up in Norwalk, went to Norwalk High School, and married Mike, my husband, who also went to Norwalk High School. And I work in Norwalk as well in marketing technology.
So, was anything difficult along the way? And if it was, how did you overcome that challenge?
It's difficult in digital advertising in that you could plan a media campaign for an entire year and prepare for it to go to market. And then either the technology changes right before you're scheduled to go to market, or your competition does something that makes you have it to pivot and reapproach in a different way. So I would say that that's an ongoing problem in digital marketing, and overcoming it is just not being upset about the amount of time that you've invested up until that point, and being very agile and being able to pivot quickly.
Do you have any advice for anyone in P-Tech who would look into going to this career path that you're in?
I would say take as many Excel classes and business classes as you can in combination with the technology classes that you're taking. Because a lot of what I do, although it is marketing and advertising, which is the creative side, and although it's technology and that I'm delivering advertising in a digital media, it's still all grounded in good business decision making, and a lot of that is done in presentation format, either in Excel or PowerPoint.
Okay. So I also know that you're a member of the Board of Education with Norwalk. Could you tell us a little more about that and what made you interested in doing that?
So I am a member of the Board of Education. I'm in my second year of a 4-year term. The Board of Education is 9 members that are elected from the community to represent the residents of Norwalk and the decision making around budgets and the operations of the schools. Although we're not hands-on in the schools in any way. We're just offering oversight and a backstop, if you will, for the central office team who oversees the school buildings. My kids were getting older, and I thought it was a good opportunity for me to get involved in the school system, and I thought having a background in marketing technology was particularly relevant as school systems were evolving to keep up with a global digital community. Really proud of the P-Tech community, and I wish it was something that was in place when I was in high school, because I would have absolutely loved it. And my brother and sister, my goodness, they're more technically oriented than I am, but when you're blessed enough to get into your life's work as early as you guys are at 15 years old.
Hey P-Tech, I'm Ava Levitt, and I'm just going to be sharing some fun and important things we've got going on. To start off, we have the Build On Club. Build On is a group of involved students who meet weekly. We look for and participate in volunteering opportunities in and around Norwalk. The club advisor is Mr. Franco, and you meet every other Wednesday at 3:15. Jimmy John Sandwiches is opening up a new store this month in Norwalk. They are looking to hire 10 to 15 students, and you don't need any prior work experience. If you're at least 16 years old and interested in more information, please contact Ms. Bead in the Career Center. P-Tech Scholars. The Carver After School program is a fun place to get homework help, SAT preparation, engage in activities, and be set up for success. If you are interested in attending the Carver After School program, please ask your parent or guardian to fill out the application. Seats are limited and they are filled on a first-come, first-serve, so don't delay if you're interested. Apply today. Report cards are now available on PowerSchool for Quarter 2, Semester 1. It is important to check PowerSchool regularly to monitor your progress. Don't forget, if you are taking a college course, to check MyCommNet regularly, and be sure to share the information with your family. Remember that the teachers and professors are able to give extra help. However, Tutor.com is also an exciting service to help students who want to understand the concepts that they are learning in class. To access Tutor.com, you go to tutor.com/ptech. Students, you log in with your NPS student email and the password is ptech. These tutors are available 24/7 to help. Anyways, that's all I have here for you today, but I hope you enjoyed our episode.
Welcome to sports. I'm James Bergen. Many of us know football. In the past 2 weeks, the Super Bowl happened. Playoffs were pretty crazy, so here's a recap. The divisional weekend was crazy. The first game ended with a game-winning field goal with the Bengals beating the Titans 19-16. The second game ended with a game-winning field goal with the 49ers beating the Packers 13-10. The third game ended with a game-winning field goal with the Rams beating the Buccaneers, who somehow came back from being down 24 points, 30-27. The final game ended with not a game-winning field goal, but an explosive final 2 minutes, with the Bills winning 36-33. I'm getting late word here that there were still 13 seconds left on the clock. The actual score was No, but in all seriousness, this game was phenomenal. It was a great game. Alright, the conference championships started in the AFC with the Bengals taking on the Chiefs. At the end of the first half, the score was, well, looks like another Chiefs Super Bowl. Hey, look at that. Turns out they went to overtime again, and the Chiefs won the coin toss again. But the Chiefs didn't score again, and the Bengals won 27-24. With the NFC, it looked like it was going to be the 49ers all game until the fourth quarter, where the Rams scored 13 points to take the win 20-17 and move on to the Super Bowl. Alright, the moment you've all been waiting for. Bengals versus the Rams, the 56th Super Bowl. A team with no Super Bowls versus a team formed to just win a Super Bowl. Burrow, the second-year quarterback who tore his ACL and came back better than ever, versus Stafford, the ex-Detroit Lion who could have done much more had he not been with the Lions. So, the first quarter ended 7-3 Rams. The second quarter ended 13-10 Rams. The third quarter was 20-16 Bengals. Now, with the game on the line, the Bengals just need to hold on to their lead. Then Stafford remembered, oh yeah, I have this guy. The Rams scored a touchdown to make the score 23-20, which is the way it would stay after the Rams defense was able to topple the Bengals offense. Overall, not a bad Super Bowl. Now, in other football news, as I'm sure you all know, Tom Brady retired. After 22 phenomenal seasons, 7 Super Bowl victories, and multiple controversies, he ended his football career at the age of 44 years old. Commonly known as the GOAT, Brady released multiple statements on Twitter to formally announce his retirement on February 1st. Since I am a Giants fan, I may not be a big fan of his, but he was a great quarterback and did a lot for the game. But I also have to thank him now for helping us get 2 more Super Bowls. Thanks, Tom. Really appreciate it. On to more sports. Now for the NBA, after they have recently gone into the All-Star break, here are the current standings. For soccer, here are the standings for some of the major soccer leagues around the world. Here are the current standings for the NHL. Here is the most current news for the MLB. MLB, Players Union. You can't take the season away from us. We're going all the way this year. I'm serious, we are. Okay, how much more time do I have left? 10 seconds? Then what? Quick, roll the title card. Okay, with the Olympics.
This year, the Winter Olympics are being held in Beijing, China, and they take place until February 20th. The Winter Olympics are for sports such as skiing, figure skating, snowboarding, etc. This year, there are quite a few athletes from Connecticut competing. Kristen Santos is a speed skater from Fairfield, and Julia Mariano from Westport won a silver medal in snowboarding, along with other athletes from Connecticut who are competing. Now we are going to dive into a popular Winter Olympic sport, figure skating. Figure skating is divided into women's, men's, pairs, and ice dance. All divisions compete with programs. The difference between ice dance and pair skating is that in pairs, jumps, lifts, and tricks are allowed, while ice dance focuses on grace and rhythm between partners. In a program, different elements will give you points. The higher level the element, the higher the potential amount of points. The potential points a skater can score is called the base value of a program. So, a program with 3 quad jumps will have a higher base value than one with only triple jumps. Skaters receive bonus points for their artistry and interpretation of the music. Deductions are given for falls, mistakes, or rule violations. For example, an illegal element, a costume violation, or an under-rotated jump. The main two athletes to watch this year in individual figure skating are Nathan Chen and Kamila Valieva. Nathan Chen scored the highest score ever in men's figure skating with his incredible program, breaking the international record. Kamila Valieva is 15 years old from Russia and skated another record-breaking short program, which made her the first woman ever to land 2 quad jumps in a program. She has recently tested positive for performance-enhancing drugs, a situation complicated by the fact that she is only 15. If she were over 18, she would have been immediately disqualified, but since she is so young, the situation is undetermined. Some say that her coaches are at fault here for putting such intense pressure on a teenager, while others are waiting for full reports to form an opinion. Figure skating is an interesting and often complex sport, so make sure to watch it in the Winter Olympics.
Moonshot Initiative is a program introduced in 2016 in order to reduce the mortality rate from cancer. The project is now being resumed, aiming to reduce the percentage of people that die from cancer by 50% within the next 25 years. The end goal of this investment is to increase access to early cancer screening, improve childhood cancer research, actively research drug resistance, and create public outreach messages aimed towards people most at risk from being affected by cancer. The federal government granted a total of $1 billion to over 240 research facilities across the U.S. to assist in completing their research. According to the National Cancer Institute, in the 4 short years since the Cancer Moonshot was launched, remarkable progress and scientific accomplishments have been made, highlighting the effectiveness of the initiative and the scientific community as a whole.